Now remember I said if you select, the tools change. Now let's go with tools for editing images. You can replace this image. If I want replace means changing it. If I click on any of this image, it will change. You see, I've changed it. We'll go back. Now the next thing is style. Here, that's where you can add in style. That's where you can add a stroke or outline. In Pixel it's called stroke, but it's an outline. You can, if you observe, this is what is happening. As thick as you want it, you can just toggle front, back. You can also click on the box and insert any figure you think is better. You see 25. And then corner rounding. The next one is corner rounding. In corner rounding, you determine the edges, how the shape of the edges. Now this, if you observe, is now a perfect square, a sharp edge. But if you put a corner rounding, some call it radius. You see, it has a round edge, so you can play with it as you want. Also, now observe that the moment I added outline, it brought out this feature of border color. This is where you can change the border color. Border, that's the stroke or the outline. This is where you can change it. See, let's leave it blue. So the next thing is effects. Now in this effect, you have automatic features. Now, like background remover, you don't need to go and browse any website to remove background. You can remove background right inside Canva. Now if I select, automatically it has removed my background perfectly. Magic eraser, if there's any detail you want to erase, it will erase. See, I don't use it much. See, it has erased everything, and I still have my border color. Still go back to effects. Magic grab text, you can play around with them. I don't use them much like that. And then you have effects. You can that one is called Magic Studios. All these ones are in Magic Studio, and there are effects. You can play around with the effects. There's shadows, dual tone. You can give it a shadow. You see none. You can also change the tone. You can give it autofocus. If your image is blurry, you can use autofocus to make it clear, and you can do face retouch. It's just like for a mini Photoshop, and you can make it blur. If you want to make something blur, you use this one. That's all. Then you have filters. All these ones are for editing images. You can make it the way you want. Fresco. If you observe, these are the results. This is how your image will become if you use arrow, if you use mist, and so on. And there's adjust. If you want to edit, this is where to edit your picture. You want to edit temperature, the tint, you see it's changing, your brightness, your contrast, highlights, shadows, and so on. And then also, if you want to crop the image, you use this crop. And then flip horizontally to turn, flip vertically to turn upside down, left, right, upside down. And see, you can play around with these things. And transparency, to make it invisible, or to reduce, to shade it. In other apps, they call it this feature opacity. And this layer is where to find all your design, your elements in your design. All of them, you can find them here in layer.